This is the story of millions of young Chinese dreamers. People who leave their small hometowns behind, chasing light in cities like Shanghai. You think you're just chasing opportunities, but soon, you realize you're also chasing yourself. Because once you've tasted freedom, you can't go back. Back home, everything moves slowly. People talk more about others than themselves. You can survive, but not live. There's comfort in familiarity, yes, but also a kind of quiet death. No progress, no inspiration, just endless repetition. In Shanghai, every day is a fight, but a beautiful one. You work hard, you struggle, you get exhausted. But at least it's for your own dreams, not someone else's expectations. Here, no one cares what you wear or who you're with. You can wear a small camisole and walk with confidence. And that's a kind of freedom you can't buy in small towns. Sometimes you sit in a cafe, look at the crowd, and realize everyone is lonely, but no one gives up. Everyone is tired, but still moving. Because in this city, even exhaustion feels meaningful. And yes, maybe all you really want is a home. A place that belongs to you, where you don't have to keep proving yourself. But homes are expensive, dreams cost money, and money is the bridge between belonging and survival. The truth is painful. With money, even loneliness feels elegant. Without it, even love feels heavy. You start to understand that freedom has a price, and you're willing to pay it, because no matter how tough it gets, you'd rather struggle in the light than rest in the dark. So you keep walking, working, searching, hoping one day you'll find not just a city to live in, but a place where your soul finally belongs.
This comparison between Beijing and Shanghai isn't just about cities. It's about two different ways of surviving in modern China. Beijing represents power, networks, and status. It's a city that rewards those who know the right people, not necessarily those who work the hardest. Every day there feels like a battle between ambition and exhaustion, between dreams and reality. Shanghai, on the other hand, represents elegance, competition, and independence. It's polished on the surface, but equally ruthless underneath. Here, you don't just need skill, you need to shine brighter than thousands of others chasing the same dream. Beijing tests your patience, Shanghai tests your endurance. In Beijing, you measure your worth by how close you are to the center of power. In Shanghai, it's by how gracefully you can keep up in a world that never stops spinning. Both cities will drain you of money, of time, of comfort, but they also mold you into someone stronger, sharper, and more awake than before. So maybe the real question isn't which city is easier. Maybe it's, which kind of struggle are you willing to endure for the life you want?
There's something deeply touching about a young woman quietly building her own world in a rented apartment, miles away from home. 5,400 yuan may not sound like much, but for her it's the price of independence. The cost of dignity, of freedom, of proving she can survive in Beijing on her own terms. Every dish she cooks, every corner she cleans, every pillowcase she turns into a rag. It's not just about tidiness. It's about creating meaning in a world that often feels cold and impersonal. When she wipes the counter, she's not just removing dust, she's erasing loneliness. When she scrubs the bathroom, she's washing away exhaustion and fear. And when she sits down to eat a simple home-cooked meal while watching TV, that's her moment of peace, the kind that only people who struggle alone can truly understand. She doesn't have luxury, but she has control. She doesn't have a big home, but she has warmth she made herself. Because a home isn't about ownership. It's about effort, care, and love. And even in a rented room outside Beijing's Second Ring Road, she's building something priceless. A life that's hers and hers alone. May her quiet nights one day be rewarded with bright mornings. Because behind every ordinary woman like her, there's an extraordinary strength the world rarely sees.